Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
For me again, you can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't for me again.
What fi go to eat no money, what fi at you, it no at you. Covid money, miss away in the your little rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste my must a man to statue. Say me like a catch you, but me got in a figure you. Take this script of money, gal and say that it's not you. One day the man above him up, him a got a bet. Too much it in the kitchen, some a fly well like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% free.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption peace.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't for me again.
Come me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The already promise it, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, them rap and they down in our fever. Member bowl money and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like people themselves.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the sword man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
Or them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't for me again.
Stevie dim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep. And some informer friend we love like. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Good night from London. Good evening to you on the Eastern Time. Welcome to your program, The People's Point of View. You know, see, a DELROY Chuck so alone will come out here for this evening. Not another soul barring DELROY Chuck. You could have throw yourself down in front of me, while I scream, throw out the lollipop, throw with the ice cream. No, I'm talking to DELROY. You know, DELROY, yes, that DELROY. So the matter come, throw down yourself in front of me this evening and say any other reason than we're here to either one, respond to DELROY Chuck, or we might educate DELROY Chuck. Which do you prefer? Which do you prefer? Us responding to DELROY Chuck or educating DELROY Chuck? You let us know in the comment. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good evening and welcome. Sharon Bernard, good evening. Yvonne Riley, Wayne Evans, Canadian gal, good evening. Real sweet. Daphne Jackson, good evening. Marcia Thomas. Yes, Wayne Evans, good evening. Elder Fletcher. Millicent Jones. Good evening. Good evening, Empress Deb. Good evening, Joan Bailey. Good evening and welcome. Like and share the live because we come out here to DELROY Chuck. Not a soul else not if it come out tonight. Did you all watch the IC committee today? Any of you, hands up, please. If you watch the IC Oversight Committee in Parliament, Pauline Dixon, Carletta Turner, rather. Did anyone, may I go try, Wayne? May I try? They said nothing beat a failure but a trial. So may I try tonight? May I try, because if we don't try, you know, we're in a problem as a country. The worst nightmare is we might not have some of these people reappointed, even though the act say they may be appointed after that 7-year first appointment. Given the brouhaha, the politicization and everything we are going, we're not sure we are going to have those people still. We don't call DELROY there, man. Call the Minister of Protecting Pedophile, the grooming minister. Call the grooming minister for we there. DELROY, we are wait. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We don't have much time. God help Jamaica. God help our country. Because when our legislatures sit in our parliament and embarrass themselves so brutally in front of the world, it shows us in a very, very bad light. Chelsea Clinton. So no, never watch the Oversight Committee. Colin, how you do? You mean to tell me, say, me one waste time today and watch the Oversight Committee? I saw me one mind people business. I saw me one nosy and bare face. Thank God for Justice Panton. You know, say, for a long time now, we all the politicians them in a high regards. Christine Gilbert. By tomorrow night, me dey back on TikTok. Me don't know how long me I go stay upon it, because you don't know if America I go follow Israel instruction and say shut that backside down, because it embarrassed me when I was on my genocidal campaign. I couldn't get TikTok to shut the hell up. says Benjamin Netanyahu. Close it down, he said. So we're waiting to see what the Americans will do to please Israel, because if they can supply Israel any amount of arms to kill children, then the Americans will do anything. But that's beside the we and me just come for DELROY tonight. Not about Andrew, me not trouble tonight. Not about Andrew. DELROY, you reach yet? Not about Andrew, me not trouble tonight. Because you see, when you the dunces child in the class, Wayne, you have to take your own little pata time with them, Jeanette McIntosh. You have to take your own little pata time with them, because listen, DELROY Chuck slow. Hey, Senior would have moved faster than Chuck. Can one somebody so dunce? Chuck, Kid M, how you do? Can one person be as dunce as the Minister of Justice? Good God Almighty, DELROY Chuck. You never have to come in a crowd. You never have to come in a crowd. We know some of dunce, you know. Justice Panton told us the other day that not even water you know want to drink for, because you know want to catch the dunceness. Because I noticed when you talk some things out in your head, where right in front of you, him ask Sophia Langmore to check out on your head. Because something now going right. DELROY Chuck. I wonder if you're suffering from Alzheimer's. Marcia Stewart. Ivan Riley, how you do? I wonder if DELROY is suffering from something that we are yet to pick up on. If DELROY now suffer from something, then you're done. So then done a McGrath. I wonder if a McGrath or whatever, Grath or Path, the same thing name. I wonder if a McGrath teach you. We have to find out, you know. Like and share the live on a call crowd. We're going to show you why we cannot protect any of our politicians, them Labour PMP. Because them dunce, them corrupt, them wicked, them lie, them thief, all of them. DELROY slogan. DELROY Chuck said it. I know me, I make it up. It's not me making it up. DELROY Chuck said it. I'm going to let you listen to DELROY Chuck without me interrupting DELROY Chuck. Let DELROY Chuck yabber on. Let DELROY Chuck yabber away. When DELROY Chuck finish yabbering, then we will come back. Let DELROY Chuck yabber. For God's sake, let Chuck yabber.
One of the problems we have is that the Oversight Committee can review the reports, but it can do nothing about them. See if they accept a comment on them. I mean, this Oversight Committee just receive report. It is not an appeal body. But there are certain comments, Chairman, that in relation to the investigation of alleged irregularities at 2 Waycliffe Close, Beverly Hills. This again, Chairman, is the third report in which the Prime Minister of Jamaica was named in these reports. And in none of these 3 reports, Chairman, has it been demonstrated that there's an act of corruption, any wrongdoing, even though in the second one, 171 pages, a number of speculative transactions were outlined. It seemed to me, when you look at this third report now, Chairman, where the Prime Minister had not involved in any of these companies, but his name is still called. And the Prime Minister is alleged, said, why is he being targeted? He's not a member of the company. He had divested himself of the shares. So why is it being brought up by the Integrity Commission chairman? And it worries me, chairman, as a member of the Oversight Committee, that when you go about sending reports to Parliament, there's no indication that the member on which you're reporting is implicated in any way. Why are you doing it? And Chairman, I would ask that one.
We no call crowd, it a go get worse. Call crowd.
Matter where in the second report, where on the Prime Minister's companies, which is now before the courts, I'm not commenting on it. But in that report, it is alleged, or it is reported, that a forensic audit was done on all of these transactions. And I think, Chairman, we should ask the Integrity Commission to let us have a copy of that report. If a forensic report was done, which is available to the Integrity Commission, which found nothing, at the very minimum, we should not only have a copy of it, but we should also ask what was the cost to the Commission. I will repeat, Chairman, again and again, that speaking for myself, and I hope I speak for everybody, we want the Integrity Commission to succeed. We want corruption to be removed from every layer in this country. But I'm a little concerned, Chairman, that we're not getting, reports that reduce the perception of corruption. We're getting reports that seem to highlight and expand and increase the perception of corruption, when, in all sincerity, one doesn't see it there. So, Chairman, I would, when the Integrity Commission comes back before us again, or its members, we need to find out from them a number of other issues, which, we keep saying at the next time. I'll give you a good example, Chairman, that members have complained to me about and want the Integrity Commission to respond to.
Hey, we don't hear the sweet part, Hey, hear the sweet part. I come here now.
Why is the Integrity Commission asking members to indicate the salaries of their spouse?
Kill your temper.
I mean, or sometimes of their children.
Hold your temper, Wayne.
And you see, I don't know if this is something that is appropriate, Chairman, because I have advised the relevant member, let them know your spouse is not prepared to divulge their salary to her or him, and therefore he or she cannot so report it. And these are things, Chairman, when we get back to the legislation, we have to make it very clear what limits can be put in terms of investigation. We know, Chairman, that they ask information from banks, register of companies, the registry of titles. I know that because they brought up the companies that my name has been on, which were formed 30 years ago, which I totally forgot about. But they found it in the register of companies. So I had to close those 2 companies, which never operated. And I know of other members who have complained, Chairman. We need to find out just how far the Integrity Commission goes in terms of investigating. And the focus, there's no doubt, is on parliamentarians. And my last comment, Chairman, almost 2 years ago, in their annual report, the chairman reported that there are 6 members of parliament who are being investigated for illicit enrichment. First of all, I don't think it was appropriate to put that in the annual report, You investigate and then report. Don't report that you're investigating. That's why Section 53 was there in the Act. You don't report on your investigation. You investigate and then report. And so almost 2 years now. And then last year, we are another 2. So there are now 8 members. I don't think it is fair, Chairman, to parliamentarians that it should be there hanging out whether the investigation is still continuing, whether 1 or 2 have been exonerated, there are no further investigation, or whether all 8 are still being investigated. Since you have reported it, let us know. And I say, Chairman, it is unfair to us, certainly to me, because I don't know if I'm being investigated. Certainly no letter come to me. But it's unfair when people in the community will look at you as a parliamentarian. Are you one of the 6 or one of the 8? And that is the reason when this law was formulated, Chairman, Section 53 specifically made it. You must not report an investigation. You must investigate and then report. So, Chairman, at an appropriate time later, in the another time, we need to really ask the Integrity Commission what is the present status of these alleged 8 persons. Okay, that's my comment, Chairman.
Say them belly no them boss. We sing say chala, na deli la them boss. Whoa, chale, chalo, chalo. Then right you could go answer you. I have whole heap of answer tonight. But I have to calm myself down first, because I feel the devil and his scissors just a rake through me so. Eh? The devil and him scissors tonight, DELROY Chuck, is just wheeling and wailing through me. Hey, DELROY. DELROY Chuck. Right, which question I have to answer first? You know the most pertinent question for me. I'm talking a lot of bullshit that I'm going to respond to. But there's a particular bullshit where he's going to ask the Integrity Commission when they come back why them are spouse and the children of parliamentarian to submit statutory declaration to declare their income or asset. Seriously, DELROY? You didn't know that the Integrity Commission had that power. You didn't know that when Parliament was writing the Integrity Commission Act, it was you, DELROY Chuck, who didn't read carefully what Mark Golding wrote in the Integrity Commission Act. The only part of the Integrity Commission Act we want to know and understand is Section 53. Because Section 53 said, shut up, shut up, shut your mouth up. That's all we want to understand. You don't have to wait, DELROY Chuck. You don't have to wait until the Integrity Commission comes back. Call DELROY Chuck. DELROY Chuck must learn tonight. DELROY Chuck cannot go back to Parliament tomorrow in this bewilderment. The Minister of Justice, God help justice in Jamaica. The Minister of Justice cannot go back into Parliament tomorrow with this bewilderment. Homework, Minister of Justice. After I listened to your blunder today, I said this could not make sense. And I took my time, my eye all dark. I took my time to throw through. We have what we call scan reading, where you don't read in depth, but you go over everything, and believe you me, we're seeing every sentence, even though you see we're past it, and it may act as if we not read it, we know every sentence where we are past. I had to do that today with the Integrity Act, DELROY Chuck. It is why I'm advising you as your homework tonight, read the Integrity Act, at least scan read it, DELROY Chuck. Scan read it, or you convert it from a PDF into a Word document if your brain is tired, Chuck, and you can ask your computer to read it for you. Section 40, DELROY Chuck. Section 40. Read section 40, as Nigerians would say, well, well, well. Read section 40, well, 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 DELROY Chuck. I'm sure if you read section 40 of the Integrity Commission, you don't need to ask the commissioners anything when they return. The last time Justice Panton and his team came, you all embarrassed yourself. Justice Panton was shocked that you all don't even read or understand the legislation on a right and debate, nor the IC report that have particular things in it that Everett Warmington is asking for. God help Jamaica. Let's go to section 40 of the Integrity Act, of the Integrity Commission Act. DELROY Chuck. DELROY Chuck, section 40. You see where it says over here, DELROY Chuck, content of declaration. Next to section 40 on the right, Chuck, it says content of declaration. Section 40, subsection 1, DELROY Chuck. A statutory declaration shall, not may. Shall means must. Must in law is a legal obligation, DELROY Chuck. I'll tell you why I'm explaining it to you this way, Chuck. Hey. Me know say me never waste my time at last school. We can prove it to you tonight, DELROY Chuck. Section 40, subsection 1. A statutory declaration shall include such particulars, or as my granny would have said, me particular them. Pass me particular them, give me. Particulars known as are known to be declarant of the income, asset, and liability of the spouse and children where applicable of the declarant. Let's talk about Andrew, his son, his wife, or any of the politicians, their sons, wife, daughters, or whatever. Subsection 2. Notwithstanding subsection 1, where the spouse was living separately and apart from the declarant throughout the period in relation to which the declaration is made. Subparagraph 2, of subparagraph B of paragraph 2. A child of the declarant, where a child of the declarant has attained the age of 18 years or is married and under the age of 18 and was living separately and apart from the declarant at the time during the period of which the declaration is made. Now, Adam Holness, let's focus on Adam and his father. Adam Holness is over the age of 18. He's not married. He's still living with his father. Is it not, DELROY Chuck? But your deeper part of the question is section 40, subsection 1, where you're confused as to where the Integrity Commission got the power from to ask about income of spouse and children. It is in section 40, subsection 1, DELROY Chuck. It's there. Trust me. Read it tonight. So any of those, and why I explain that to you in that way, DELROY Chuck, the advice as the Justice Minister you gave to those MPs, declarants, whatever, is that to tell their wife they're not submitting those documents. But the act, though, what's him a call you, DELROY Chuck, says shall. So what DELROY Chuck is doing is advising members of parliament to evade the law. The law said you must. DELROY Chuck said you're not affy. But us who've been to law school, DELROY Chuck, when we say must and shall, carries a legal obligation, DELROY Chuck. Must and shall, wherever you see those two in a legislation, as opposed to may, which carries a discretion. When you see may, the implementer of the legislation can use their discretion to read that particular may into the context of the decision they're making, given their power of discretion. Must and shall. There's no gray area. You must do it. There's no excuse. You must do it. But the Justice Minister is advising you must not do so. Lord Jesus. Read the act well, DELROY Chuck. Me going through the act today, a lot of the confusion you all are having is in the act, such as the function of the Integrity Commission. Our section will be again all the way up yonder. But the question for you, DELROY Chuck, will confuse you. It's on page 29 of the act in the third schedule, section 40, subsection 1 of the act, Mr. Chuck. Hold on there. No. Hold on. I'll get to where I'm looking for. I'll get to it. I will, because I have to teach DELROY Chuck tonight. When you go into an act and you roll, you look for that liquor side writing like you see below 9 years, so. Right, see me show the right thing. Yeah. Like you see this law 9, yeah, so where it say cooperation between the bodies and agreement, then that would tell me exactly, that show you exactly the different paragraphs of the act were related to XY functions of the different parts or schedule of the act, or what that paragraph really means. I want to tell him from where to look for the functions. I just want to make sure. Part 1 short title interpretation. Yes, so it's somewhere down here. So I want to find it for you, DELROY Chuck. It is somewhere down here. Functions of the Integrity Act. Have I passed it? You wait, DELROY. I'm going to find it because you need to know what you're looking for and where it is. Right. So that's short title. That's the interpretation. And you also need to read section 2, DELROY Chuck. Section 2 is the interpretation statute. So the things that you are being confused about, section 2, the interpretation statute, will clear up a lot of your confusion. But I'm going to bring you to the functions of the Integrity Commission, which a lot of them are confused by. Read section 3 also, the principal objective of the act. It is important, DELROY Chuck, that you don't come out here, okay. So page 7, DELROY Chuck, from section 4 onwards, read the act carefully. It sets out, particularly from section 6 onwards, the functions of the commission. Your confusion, the confusion we all know have, beside the corruption, when it comes to the Integrity Act, DELROY Chuck, is because 1 or 2 corrupt to look upon the truth, or 2 or just blatantly dunce. But I'm going to play you again because there's parts that I need to stop and respond to you, because you said a whole lot of wolof. And I want to respond to them individually, DELROY Chuck. Whole lot of wolof. Sorry.
An appeal body. But there are certain comments, Chairman, that in relation to the investigation of alleged irregularities at 2 Waycliffe Close, Beverly Hills. This again, Chairman, is the 3rd report in which the Prime Minister of Jamaica was named in these reports.
Okay, that's my first thing I want to answer. Now, the 3 report you're referring to the report in 2022. You're also referring to the report tabled on the 17th of September. Those 2 reports, DELROY Chuck, Andrew Holness was a direct subject of the report. That is undisputable, DELROY Chuck. The first one was to do with his time as Minister of Education under Bruce Golding's tenure. and contracts awarded and other things and to do with other things. He was a direct subject of that report. The IC corruption prosecutor in that DELROY Chuck ruled that the Prime Minister should be prosecuted. But then Keisha came back the next day and talked out of the other side of her mouth, DELROY Chuck. The second report, tabled on the 17th, DELROY Chuck, the Prime Minister was once again the direct subject of that report, stemming from his statutory declaration for what, 20 or whatever it stemmed the year of his statutory declaration. It stemmed from the Prime Minister. So we clear that DELROY Chuck, yeah? Say you lied about that. The Prime Minister in those two reports was a direct subject of the investigation. You can't dispute that, no matter how you try to make it up. Then you have the Estate Bridge report. Estate Bridge is born out of ADMAT. Estate Bridge, Imperium, Galerium, Malaria, all of Andrew Holness's companies were born out of ADMAT. The assets held by ADMAT was transferred to whether the Imperium, Estate Bridge, or whichever one of them, by way of gifts to avoid certain financial liabilities or obligations. Estate Bridge was the Prime Minister's company. Prime Minister had share in it. Imperium was the Prime Minister's solely. Imperium had shares in Estate Bridge. No longer the Prime Minister sister him under investigation. Him shove off anything he have in an Estate Bridge or Imperium or whatever to him son. The Prime Minister's son built multi-million-dollar mansion and all that. And you don't see where the Integrity Commission must investigate the salary of Adam, given what Section 40 says. Now that you know, because you never know before today. So now that you know that Section 40 says it, who owns the plot of land? Who is the beneficiary of the land and the townhouses on it? Given that Adam have not worked, the son, I think them 19 and 21, you know. But remember, I have them in the criminality before, from them a teenager, from the days of ADMAT. Section 41, DELROY Chuck, gives, not Section 41, Section 40, subsection 1, gives the Integrity Commission the power to investigate on picnic them if on a statutory declaration look woozy and daisy. And if they check other institutions such as banks and companies, office and this and that, and them find things, Warner don't declare, I'm going to answer that further because you're going to say something towards that.
And in none of these three reports, Chairman, has it been demonstrated that there's an act of corruption, any wrongdoing.
That's not true. That is not true, because it is why DELROY Chuck, he was referred to for prosecution in 2022. It is why DELROY Chuck, in the 2024 September 17th report, he was referred to financial investigation for financial crimes, to FID and TAJ. And I'm going to develop on that a bit more when I get to another part where confuse you. I hope a confusion you have, you know.
Even though in the second one, 171 pages, a number of speculative transactions were outlined.
Speculative transaction, you know, the money where I run through my account and saying a member, yeah, those are the speculative transaction. The nice words, speculative transaction.
It seemed to me, when you look at this third report now, Chairman, where the Prime Minister had not involved in any of these companies, but his name is still called. And the Prime Minister...
Because him a salt and him a water. That's all. That's all you need to know. Him a salt and him a water.
Is alleged, said, why is he being targeted? He's not a member of the company. He had divested himself of the shares. So why is it being brought up by the Integrity?
When did he divest his shares? Will you be able to tell us that? Can you tell us when the Prime Minister divests his shares? And even if the Prime Minister divests his shares, you and I know under the law of trust, DELROY Chuck, there's what is called a beneficial interest, is it not? You need to go and read. You need to go and read your two don'ts.
The Commission Chairman. And it worries me, Chairman, as a member of the Oversight Committee, that when you go about sending reports to Parliament, there's no indication that the member on which you're reporting is implicated in any way. Why are you doing it? And Chairman, I would ask that one matter where, in the second report, where on the Prime Minister's companies, which is now before the courts, I'm not commenting on it. But in that report, it is alleged, or it is reported, that a forensic audit was done on all of these transactions. And I think, Chairman, we should ask the Integrity Commission to let us have a copy of that report. If a forensic report was done, which is available to the Integrity Commission, which found nothing, at the very minimum, we should not only have a copy of it, but we should also ask what was the cost to the Commission.
You know, DELROY Chuck, I always find prosecutors to be useless when they have very thin evidence to prosecute on. And defense lawyer pretty much like that as well, on the other hand, when their client is guilty. Not much to defend. Now let me explain to you, DELROY Chuck, you and I are trained in the area of how investigation works. Now, yes, a forensic audit was done by an overseas body, and the Act permits them to do that. I will show you if I have the time. The Act permits them to do that. And if I remember, if I take down notes, I wish part in I Act that there. The Act permits them to do that. But let's speak about the forensic audit, DELROY Chuck. Now, if based on the Prime Minister withholding information, based on the Integrity Commission cannot certify the Prime Minister because them don't have the information that would allow them to do so justiciable. Then if they now have to refer the Prime Minister on to TAJ and FID, they couldn't release the audit, the forensic audit, to the public because that forensic audit would be a piece of vital tool to FID and TAJ investigation. Audit money. So if FID and TAJ have to investigate the Prime Minister further to see if there's any financial crimes, that audit would become a part of FID and TAJ investigation. So you should know, DELROY Chuck, that if the investigation is continuing or referred onto another agency, critical information that that agency will be probing, DELROY Chuck, wouldn't be put out to the public. Why, my head that pain me. That's a teaching hard. No, me say as a teaching hard, DELROY just does not get it. Him don't get it at all, at all, at all, at all. I may answer him other confused. I think I answer most time confusion now. I may answer the one where I ask, where I go ask the Integrity Commission when them come back. Me answer that for you, DELROY Chuck. But God know, me never know say so teaching hard. It's hard to teach. When you know say you teach Connie Bud. All right, sit ya, DELROY Chuck. I bet you hit this ya. Hold on there. Hold on. Hold on, DELROY Chuck. I believe this is it. Let me see. Cooperation between bodies, between other bodies, and agreement and arrangement. The Commission may, in performance of its function, work in cooperation with any person, it says, or body, any person or any body, such as FID and TAJ, or the audit, as they deem appropriate. A person or body shall cooperate with the Commission in exercise of their function conferred on the Commission under the Act and any other enactment. The court may an application by Commission without notice order the person or body to provide the Commission any information or document which the court deemed necessary to assist the Commission in carrying out their function under the Act. This is one of the part that I'm concerned as to why Section 7, subsection 3, the Integrity Commission didn't use this against Andrew Holness. Take him to court so the court can subpoena the document that the Integrity Commission requires. But read the Act, you will find where it gives the Integrity Commission power to do the things that you all are concerned about. And I think one of the day you should all take it as an exercise to sit down in Parliament and have the parliamentary clerk, whichever one you want to call it. Clerk is the name, clerk is the profession. To read it, Section subsection 13, hold on, no, sorry, section 13, yes, a request for sharing or exchange of information pursuant to a memorandum of understanding. Let's take you back to, was it December 2021, DELROY Chuck, where that memorandum of understanding was signed between FID and the IC, permitted under this Act, Section 13, where they can share and exchange information. There's so much of the Act that you need to read. You may not have time for teach you because you go a lot of school for longer than me. And you still not get it. You don't have the bar of practice. You are the country's justice minister. It's an embarrassment that me have to come out here and teach you DELROY Chuck. It's truly an embarrassment, DELROY Chuck, that me will only spend 6 years at law school, never been to the bar, never practiced, but I understand the law better than you. A legislator, a minister of justice, and I understand the Integrity Commission Act better than this. Is shameful. Shameful, Chuck. Let me say hello to someone because I was in the reading plane. I weren't focusing. Real sweet. How you do? How you do? Who else? Colleen James. How are you? Who else arrived? Christine Gilbert, Monica Hawthorne, Evan Riley, Evan Green, Carlene Richards, The Easy Jerk, Marvin Nesbitt, Bros. Who else? Who else? Turn Up G. Wayne. And who else? Who else? Who else? Barbara Simpson. LeBron Stoker. Zaneth Beckford. Sophia Hall. Murdoy! Me no want done start DELROY Chuck. I swear to God, Dorothy Elliott, Maya Brown, Keith Salmon, Catherine. Me no want done start DELROY Chuck. And now you understand why we country in a stagnant state. When the Minister of Justice doesn't understand the law and is advising Member of Parliament and their spouse or children to willfully break the law. So you see, say, when me tell you about civil disobedience, and I lie me I tell, if what DELROY Chuck is advising, DELROY Chuck say it all time out, you know. So tell them, tell the MP them, to tell the Integrity Commission, and tell the MP, if you tell him spouse and picnic, if you tell the Integrity Commission, them submit those documents. Violet Watson, how you do? That is the same thing I have been asking you to do, Jamaica. Deploy civil disobedience. Refuse to obey certain laws. I'm not saying to you that you must disobey all laws. It wouldn't be workable for a society. But there are certain laws that we don't have to follow, such as our beach law, such as our river law, where them close off a river for them, fancy when if we go there for them, friend them. The same civil disobedience, the willful breaking of the law, that the Minister of Justice, you heard it for yourself, and I make it up. And I read the act to you to prove to you that the Minister of Justice is advising civil disobedience. Why we can't get civil disobedience to? Why we feel have walk and have manners to everybody? If the Minister of Justice can say civil disobedience, then we can say the same thing too. At times we get cantankerous Jamaicans. We're too quiet and comfortable. We take it pan with chin too much. It's time for us to start push back. So DELROY Chuck is advising. DELROY Chuck is advising ministers to push back on the Integrity Commission. Don't give them what they want. The law, even though the law, but you never know. Even though the law says you must turn it over to them, the Minister of Justice in your country is saying they should not. The question here, DELROY Chuck, not the question, the advice here is that you sought the Attorney General's advice on this particular matter. Sought the Attorney General's advice on this matter. That's all I have to say to you tonight. You give me pain ahead. Me never know say Justice Minister for your country couldn't come out and make such blunder. Not of a whole act of 1886, the Offense Against the Persons Act. Not them long time act there that carry the buggery clause in it, DELROY Chuck. It's a recent, yes, in legal term, we would call it a brand new piece of legislation. Younger than the Andrew Holness-led regime. A year younger than the Andrew Holness-led regime. That is what we call a new legislation. It's a new piece of legislation on the book. And a practicing attorney, Minister of Justice, a legislature does not understand or know what the Integrity Commission says. You went on further, DELROY Chuck, to say, because them now come up with nothing, what it does, it widens the perception that you know a thief. Correctly so, DELROY Chuck. That was the only thing gonna get right. But what you fail to understand is that is because of what you advise. The civil disobedient where you advise, say, don't give them, dodge them, play them around, withhold them. It's the same trap where Andrew fall into. And then all if him don't corrupt, that's what it suggests. The Prime Minister has a lot to hide. That's why he's not complying. Lord Jesus, teaching is hard. Teaching hard. Not least when a DELROY Chuck you teach. Grace, how are you? Not least when a DELROY Chuck, the Minister of Justice, you have to teach. It's bad. Bad. Because a your right legislation for hang with teenager them, DELROY Chuck, Paulette Lewis. Are you a right legislation for hang teenagers. God help Jamaica. That's all I have to say to Jamaica. If you don't wake up, God help you. Judgment. When your legislators don't understand the law that they are enforcing upon you, it's nothing else other than judgment. But thank you all for being here tonight. This tonight was educating the Minister of Justice. We never come here tonight for another soul. What me say, all if anybody did drop on a walla in front of it, because DELROY Chuck and I know that a university lecture take an hour to an hour and a half if you have dunce children. If your children, if your student them don't dunce, you can just lecture the topic for 10 minutes and send them off to go and do their research. But when them as dunce as DELROY Chuck, you have to have your marker and your duster to rub off things and write and dry and give them illustration so they can understand. Thank you for watching Global Television. Join us back tomorrow morning for your At a Glance program. I want to support the program by hitting the like button. Good God Almighty, you don't have to make. Look, me sit down today and me plan my lesson plan to come teach DELROY Chuck. You can't tell me say you don't learn anything out of my lesson plan when we put together for DELROY Chuck this evening. I saw it bad. Now talk it out in the comment. Me say if I saw it bad, that's my lesson plan when we put together to teach DELROY Chuck. You don't learn nothing out of it. You don't learn nothing out there. Make sure you hit the like button if you don't hit it yet. The like button supports the program. It's a major part of the program's participation. Raymond G, Wagwan bro. Ladybug, how are you? Me know if we don't learn nothing, DELROY Chuck learn something. Because DELROY Chuck never know. So the Integrity Act gives the Integrity Commission power to ask the spouse and children of declarant for their income. Him never know that. So we know DELROY Chuck learn something. You understand? Anyway, my people, thank you all for being here. It's lovely to have your support. Join us back tomorrow morning for the people, for the At a Glance program. Because tonight, I did just DELROY Chuck will come to. Good night.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.